Brian, tell us a little bit about your MMA career.
Well, obviously, being a Taekwondo practitioner, I started Taekwondo when I was 10 years old, so I've been doing it my whole life. And, my first couple fights in MMA, I was still a Taekwondo fighter, and they didn't. I won the fights, but they didn't work out so well for me as far as being able to stay on my feet. I fought a lot of wrestlers, and I had to eventually learn, that Taekwondo is very good and effective, but it's you got to have some other skill sets to go with it if you're going to compete against people who are going to try and basically take you down or whatnot. So, I'd pull guard a lot and hold down, and then the referee would stand us up and things like that. So, I learned how to make my Taekwondo work. So, and that's kind of how I got started. Fast forward to 2012, and I've learned how to take my Taekwondo and footwork, explosiveness, the accuracy of the kicks, the power, the dynamics of the art of Taekwondo, and make it work inside the ring or the cage. And now what I'm doing is exposing that information to a lot of the Grindhouse fighters, and some of my top guys are doing things that you don't typically see, in a traditional kickboxing or even Muay Thai or boxing. My striking is kind of a hybrid of all of those, and so putting it all together, it makes me a tough fighter to fight, because you can't really find a lot of guys that you can emulate, that kind of style. And I'm trying to teach all the Grindhouse guys to be like that, so that everybody we face has a hard time dealing with that style. So I'm kind of trying to start a little, trend of unorthodox fighters. It's gonna be pretty cool. So it's kind of where we're going with this. Starting a little series here, and what I want to do is show you guys some of the strikings that we do here at Grindhouse. And we're going to start off today with some awesome techniques and how to move with footwork and jabs, and put some traditional with some what do you call it? Non-traditional. So check it out. First thing we're going to do is set up a couple jabs right here. Jab, jab. We're going to go switch jab, step, jab, uppercut, straight. So as you can see, we're throwing a lot of lefts. We're moving in, we're staying out, we're moving in, we're staying out, and we're coming in. So it's tricky. Here it comes again. Jab, jab. There, we're staying put. Switch jab, jab, we're going forward, and uppercut, straight is what we're trying to really, really lay. I'll do it a few times here. There you go. Let's practice that one a little bit. That's on the bag there. What we're going to do next is show you out in space. So. Just like that. We'll go slow. Couple jabs, just the feelers. Switch it up, throw a jab right there. Notice I'm tucked in, elbows in. I don't want to get hit anywhere, so we got to be here tight. Explosive, knees are bent. Pull that back in, step, throw another jab. Leaning now, getting off the angle. Uppercut, it's a long uppercut. It's not a traditional uppercut. It's a long uppercut, keeping the right hand in tight. Stay over here and come with almost like a club punch or overhand. Right afterwards, change your level, step, and come out to the side. All right? One last time.
And then tell us a little bit about your background as far as what kind of belts do you hold in Taekwondo, or is there any belts in MMA that you've ever held, things like that?
Well, I'm a 6th-degree black belt master in Songnam Taekwondo. I'm a 4-time world champion in that art. I was talking to someone the other day. You got your Division I, your Division II wrestling champions. I would basically, in the Taekwondo world of things, be a Division I multi-time champion, but in Taekwondo instead of wrestling. So it's kind of a comparison there, with the four gold medals. I was Olympic bound. The system that I was in, didn't participate in the Olympics, being it was an amateur deal, and mine was more professional. So I chose that route, which led me into mixed martial arts. I studied Krav Maga for a long time down in Florida, and I got rank in that. and I was able to teach classes down there. And when I moved to Missouri, I stopped teaching Krav Maga because there was already Krav Maga here, and I couldn't open up my own gym in Krav Maga. So I bailed from Krav Maga and I started doing mixed martial arts. And I trained in Florida with Gracie Baja Orlando. They are an awesome school. If you ever go to Orlando, check them out. And I got blue belt underneath Gustavo Mugiachi. His nickname is Gucci, G-U-T-T-Y, and that's under Marcio Siemens. So you can look at all that, Google all that, you can check all that. It's all, you can trace it. You know, if you're in a good jiu-jitsu program, you can trace the lineage. And so you can trace my lineage all the way through. So I'm a blue belt. I've been a blue belt for about 4 years now. So I really probably am a little higher, but I don't practice enough in the gi, and I definitely don't go to Orlando that much. So that kind of stunts the growth there. And so now I'm starting to learn wrestling, being exposed to all these good wrestlers in here, you know. Some of the top guys, Mac Bailey helped me out a little bit. Jose Vega helped me with some MMA wrestling. Got Tim Elliott in here helping me out now with some awesome wrestling. And we got Zach Conley. I'm surrounded by great wrestlers, and obviously that's the weakness. Wrestling links jiu-jitsu and the stand-up game. The wrestling is what's in between, and I've got the stand-up, I've got the jiu-jitsu. It's the wrestling gap that we're trying to fill, and I think I'm doing really well with that. So it's kind of where I'm at personally, and you know, obviously anybody under me, you're going to learn everything I know. And you guys see that? What's in there? Watch that. Rewind it. Sorry.